Hey everybody, Chris here, coming to show you some more yard sale and thrift store finds. Managed to get out to a decent amount of yard sales on Saturday, and been back in the swing of it pretty good, finding all sorts of stuff. Thrift stores have been a little bit better lately as well. So yeah, let's get into it. Jump over here. First thing I have is Heroescape. So Master Says Rise of the Valkyrie. I paid $25 at Savers for this. A little more than I'd like, but I had a $2 coupon, so it was a little bit less. So that's going to go for about 120 maybe. I have to see if it's complete. I have a big bag of stuff that will complete it if it's not. Then we have Risk 2210 AD. That was $3.99. I think that was in my last video. This is the bigger box version. I think it goes for about $35.40. Under that, Super Scrabble. That was $2.99 Savers. That's going to go for about $50. Got a little Sony Walkman. I bought this and a Polaroid camera for $5. I sold the Polaroid camera for $12. It was broken, so still made out. This one, I think, is only about a $20 one. Came with a cheap pair of headphones. Got 20 questions again. Paid a quarter for the city yard sale. Might go for $15.20. Link cable, I think I paid $1.99 Savers. That's gonna go for about $12. Got a whole bunch of iPods. I bought this and this one for $15. This one's gonna go for about $50 or $60. I need to get an older pair of earbuds, Apple, for the controls, because this is the one that the controls are on the headphones. The new AirPods don't work. I don't know why. It's super weird. I think I run into the same issue before where the old pairs do work and the AirPods don't. So I think that'll go for about 30-ish. An iPod Classic, I think it's a 20 or 30 gig. It's like the big thick one. That's gonna go for about $25-30. Same with these two little Nanos. I paid $3 each for those. I got a iPod Mini, paid $1 for that. That's gonna go for about $20-30. And then the newer Touch. I need a lightning cable before I can test this. The one I have will charge it, but it won't sync anything to it. So I definitely want to, when I sell it, provide a lightning cable that will do both. I also got a regular iPod Touch, regular 4th gen. That's already sold. That sold for, I think, $35 or $40. Apple's gated on Amazon. That one, for some reason, wasn't. So that sold pretty easily. The rest of this is probably going to end up on eBay. Come over here, we got some card games. Swap came with a copy of Flinch. That one on top. I'm not even sure how much this one goes. I think this was like a $5 or $10 one, but bought it because of this. This was last video before. Got this with a copy of Milborn's, and then I realized this is actually like a $25-30 game. And then luckily also got a copy at a yard sale for $1. I think it came down to $1. I think I got this. I think I got this iPod, or maybe that one, and I think that memory card over there. It's a sealed GameCube 1019 memory card. That I would have assumed it goes for more, but it's only like $15-20. Like an open one goes for like $12-15, so it's kind of weird the new ones don't, but there just must be like a huge supply of them right now. But anyway, back to that. And then I get a copy of Bang at Goodwill. I think that was $2 minus my 5% discount or whatever. That'll go for about like 15, maybe 20. And I got a small pile of books. Trying to get back into books lately. Just because it's like easy to scan through them, and they're easy to ship, easy to store. Like the weight's a little much for like this plastic stuff. Like you probably can't tell that's bending a little bit from when I probably stored way too many books on it. But anyway, been getting back into books. I already sold one for like 20 something bucks, and most of those will go for like 10 to 15. Then I've been getting back into the VCR DVD combo game. I've mostly been out because I just keep finding broken ones. This is the first time I've found a bunch of ones that work. Actually, I shipped one out this morning with a remote. None of these have remotes. That sold for $85. All of these look between $60 and the black one is going for like $170, $80. which is too much. So I think it'll sell for like about 80 to 100, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. On top of that is a Maui and Sons hat. I found that at Salvation Army. I've been getting less and less from Salvation Army. I'm almost at the point where I don't want to go. Their prices are insane, and then when you do find something of worth, it's like trashed. I grabbed that. It's like maybe like a $15 hat. I paid $1.99, I think, maybe even $1. I don't even remember. Yeah, it was the only decent thing I found at Salvation Army in a while. Behind that's a copy of Splat. Got that at Goodwill Outlet. I got that and some cords and maybe some CD cases. No big deal. And as well as a small pile of Skylanders. I already sold one of those. So I think I made up for what I paid for them with that sale, and maybe even for the copy of Splat. But that'll go for like 50. Paid like a buck and change. Got a couple of copies of Yahtzee Deluxe Folio Edition. These usually go for between like 30 and 50. Both $3.99 at two different savers over the week. Got a couple PlayStation 2s. It's kind of dark because of this tower of games, but yeah, I paid $10 for the black one. It came with all those black cases there. Mostly sports games. Came with 2 controllers. So decent deal, only $10. Got a new tote bag that's like of decent size as well. And then next to that is a silver PS2 Slim. It was $25, maybe $30, but I used a 20% off coupon, so it came down a bit. I think I might have bought a couple of these other games at the same savers when I did that. So, not too much, but it's going to go for about $70. I'm hoping the price goes up. Sometimes the price goes up on consoles during the summer because people have the summer off, they don't have school, and they end up buying old consoles. Here I got a Tiger Pokeball. I'll show you this a little closer. I got this. I got a copy of Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Red and N64 jumper pack. The one that like comes with the system, not the expansion. This usually goes for about like $30, maybe a little more. But the sensor that detects the ball. This is a terrible game, by the way. Like, the controls are stupid. The game is not great. The sensor is broken, so I don't really think I'm going to get very much for this at all. I think it's mostly for somebody who wants to like display a Pokeball at this point. But I only paid $4 for that. Definitely worth it for the 2 Pokemon games alone. The silver one, unfortunately, the battery's dead, which gold and silver, almost every single copy I find has a dead battery, oddly enough. Blue, red, and yellow still seem okay. Once in a while I'll get one with a dead battery. For $4, I got a copy of Donkey Kong Country and Mortal Kombat. This is going to go for about 20. It's going to go for about like 12 or 15 only because I have a manual for it. I just have like 2 drawers full of old manuals. I occasionally sell them alone, but cheaper games, I'll save them and increase the value. So I paid $4, and it also came with 2 of the games in there, or one of the games, Uncharted Collection. So that's going to go for about a little under $10. And we'll wait for the games. Then I got a box set of Beck, which at first I thought was like the musician Beck, but it is not. It is an anime about a band. I think it's let me grab it real quick. Beck, I think it's Beck the Mongolian Chop Squad, which I don't really know what that means, but yeah, it's a DVD box set. Looks like it goes for about 50, maybe 60. I paid, I want to say $9.99. Did I leave the price on? No, it's gone. I want to say $9.99. Might have been a little less, maybe a little more. I'm not sure. That was at Savers, but yeah, okay deal there. Got a Polaroid Time-Zero. Ooh, I think that was at Savers. Yeah, that was Savers. That was $3.99. It's gonna go for about 50. That's still one of the ones with value. Most of the Polaroid cameras are coming down because Polaroid got bought out by the guys who made the film, and now they're making new cameras. So I think most people who are interested are buying the new cameras. But still definitely a collector's market. Still definitely people who want specific cameras. I'm still buying them for now, but we'll see. Next up, we got a Wii. I paid $10 for that. Came with this and all those Wii games there, and two of those other ones. $10 for that. Came with 2 controllers. Came with a pink Wii Motion Plus controller. That'll go for about 15. Next to that, I got a Dreamcast, also $10. Came with these Sega games. Came with a couple Dreamcast games. Unfortunately, either the 2 Dreamcast games don't work or the Dreamcast does not read disc. I think it's more likely the Dreamcast. So if it did work, I think it's going for about 40 or 50 right now. It's pretty standard for a Dreamcast. I'm not even sure how much the games are worth. Got a couple games. Got Clue, Haunted Mansion. That was $3.99 at Savers. I think I used a $2 coupon. So that's gonna go for about 60. At a different Savers, got King of Tokyo. I wasn't sure if I was gonna save this or I was gonna sell it. This is the first edition one. I think it'll go for about 20, 25 on eBay. So not a bad deal. Up there, got Dungeons and Dragons Gamma World role-playing game. This is only the second copy I've ever gotten. This was I think it actually might have been $4.99 at Savers, but either way, it's about $80 to $100 game. It's a very low print run or something. Everything's sealed inside. The person didn't use it at all, so that was amazing. And like I didn't have to count anything. Like that's always the best. Besides it still being in shrink wrap. But yeah, I should get about 80 to 100 on that. So we'll go through these Sega games. There was also Mortal Kombat, which I ended up having a case for, and I sold that super quick. But I think everything else is still here. So we got Winter Olympic Games, NBA Jam, Sonic 2, Mario LeMays Hockey, if I pronounced that right. NFL Football 94. This is actually a decently rare game, Mega Turrican. Data East, they make or publish, I'm not even sure, Battletoads. So anytime you see a Data East game, usually decent indication it's worth money. There's one or two that obviously aren't, but anyway, grab this. This is about a $50 game. I was very surprised. Like, I didn't even notice it was in here. I also had never heard of it, so even if I had seen it, I probably would have just noticed the Data East. But great find there. Got Hockey 93, and this is actually a case I already had. It's not for resale Sonic, so I actually might take it out of there because it's not technically the right case. But either way, decent little bunch of games. The sports games are obviously worthless. Got some PSP stuff. This was actually I think it was in a Final Fantasy case or something. I think it was in a Dissidia case, but it's actually Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I didn't really notice for some reason. I think I just saw that it said Square Enix and I assumed it was right, but that's Birth by Sleep. That's almost a $10 game, I think. So it's not even that bad. The copy of Heavy Metal on UMD, they actually came with the stack on the left that I'll show you. Pretty sure all of that came together. I was trying to get a copy of Final Fantasy on PSP, but the guy decided at like the last minute he didn't want to sell it, so he gave me this instead. These two, Goodwill, want to say $4 minus my 5%. Don't even really remember. These are both about $10 because they're complete. Final Fantasy Tactics, The World Lions, and Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. I made a copy of Battle for Middle Earth in the box, which you rarely find the boxes for PC games. I think I paid $4. This keeps going down in price, which is really annoying. It must have had a digital release on some new platform. Like it's EA, I would assume Origin is their store or whatever. I would assume they would stick to it, but it might be out on Steam, it might be out on like Epic Game Store, something stupid like that, so that's come down in price. This came with the Black Wii. Grabbed this only because it was sealed. I want to say it was only $3 at Goodwill. I'll go for about 20, I believe. This came with the Wii as well. There's also a few PS3 games that came with the Wii. I asked if they had other PlayStation games. He was just like, no, it's just some random leftover. But yeah, Barbie Racing Ride. This might have came out of Goodwill Outlet. I'm not even really sure. And for $8, I got these two games plus Mario Sticker Star. That's already gone. Paper Mario Sticker Star. And a PS3 controller. I bought that at the same yard sale I bought these two iPods at. The kid was also gonna sell me 2 3DSs and a DSi for $20. But then his dad came over and he's like, you can't sell your sister's 3DSs. So I was like, oh crap. So that would have been a great deal, but I would have felt like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have known, but yeah, that would have sucked to have bought stuff that the owner didn't even know was gone. See, I was just like a little brother. I thought he was 12, but he ended up being 15. But yeah, so these were his though. Confirmed that before I left. This was his stuff. But yeah, PS3 controller that's already gone, $26. Paper Mario Sticker Star, New Super Mario Bros. 2, I think it's about $10. And Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, I think this is 10 or 12. And then I got Etridian Odyssey Untold. This comes with the music CD. A copy itself is $20, but with the music CD, it looks like it might be 40 to 50. I'm not really sure. Also, this game does not play how I thought it would. It's I don't know if you ever played Eight Eyes on NES or any of those old dungeon crawlers where you just look at the dungeon, you don't actually look at your character. I did not expect this to look like that, but I paid $10. I got that. I got Resident Evil 0, which is in that stack. I think another Mario game or something that's already gone. So these are the games that came with the Dreamcast. NHL 2K, nothing big deal. And Air Force Delta. I haven't even looked this up. This might be worthless. It might be a bunch of money. Who knows? But neither of these worked in the Dreamcast. It seems weird. So yeah. And then I got another copy of Battle for Middle Earth. And again, this will go about $20. And I think I got it at Savers. So we'll go through the stack on the right first. So this came with the Black Wii, Just Dance 2016. This is a copy of Resident Evil 0. Came with the Etridian Odyssey, Wii Sports Resort. This might be the other game that came with those. Rayman Legends was $2 at Savers or Goodwill. Force Unleashed 2. I don't really remember why I got this. It must have been super cheap because I think it's only $6 or $7 game, so who knows. Another copy of Wii Sports Resort. I probably got that at Savers for $3. Got this at Goodwill for $2 minus my $5. Got Soul Calibur 4. This was $10. This was where I used my 20% off. It was $9.99, but it'll go for about $30 because it's sealed. Another yard sale. I got no. This is still Savers. This is the Savers. I got that at Carnival Games. This was $7.99. This goes for a lot more than I would imagine. This must be somewhat new. This is a $35 game or something. So I'm actually going to keep it until I get all the trophies, but I was really surprised about that. I'm going to try and do it quickly. And then this was $9.99, Stern Pinball Arcade. It's sort of sealed. I think I might throw it up on eBay because the seal is ripped, but I think this was going for about $20, but this was, it was $9.99. Yeah, I think I'll have to throw it up on eBay because of that weird label. But, or I might keep it. I'm not really sure. Probably depends on the trophies. Then these 3 games came with the Wii, Guitar Hero World Tour, Gran Turismo 5, and Sims 3. I'll actually keep Sims 3 because I don't have it. I don't really care about Gran Turismo, and there's no trophies in Guitar Hero World Tour, so those are gonna go. This came with Donkey Kong. Then at another yard sale, I paid $4, I think. Got Putty Squad. I'm hoping this has easy trophies. And then Rock Band 4. So I actually have this on Xbox One, but I don't have it on PS4, so I'm actually going to keep it. It's going to be one of the few examples where I own copies for both, only because I still buy an occasional Rock Band or Guitar Hero instrument, and they need to be tested, so got to hold on to that. Lego City Undercover, I think I paid $3 or $4. This is Wii U. This has come down a ton since they re-released it on every other console, but still decent. And just a bunch of sports games, and I'm not even going to say the names of them. You can just read them if you really care. These all came with the PS2. Guys are really into NCAA. Then these are the games that weren't sports of Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. So neither of those, even all that valuable. But And these are the remainder of the Wii games. They came with the Black Wii. Got biggest loot. No, actually, I bought Wii Sports. I bought one of those copies of Wii Sports Resort for $2 at a yard sale, and the guy was like, "Just have this, please. Just take it with you." And I was like, "Okay." That's where that came from. These came with the Black Wii. So Tiger Woods, PJ Tour 09, Cabela's Adventure Camp, Monster High Ghoul Spirit, Hip Hop Dance Experience, Michael Jackson Experience, Just Dance 3, Wipeout 2, Just Dance 4, and Rock Band 3. I actually got at, this was at Savers. This was $3.99. What I thought was a great deal, I paid $50 for this stack of games. Some of them are already gone. It was Black Ops 2 for PS3. It was, I think, one of the Need for Speed games. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. Those all sold, but $50. Also, that copy of Heavy Metal came with it. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep a good amount of it because I somehow didn't have a bunch of these. But then with the PS4 games, there are a lot of like special edition ones that come with the DLC, some of which I'm not sure if I've bought the digital copies. It's just like a whole mess that I have to figure out. But anyway, so adding on to the big pile of games I already need to get through. But yeah, anyway, $50 whole pile. I'm not going to go through prices, but in general, I will probably make the $50 back. I will probably add, I think, 10 or 12 of these to my collection. And I might even make like another 10 or 15 after all is said and done. But yeah, the guy had he wanted $4 for PS3 games, and he wanted 5 and up on PS4. And I was like, "Do you just want $50?" And he was like, and they were packing up, and he was like, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it." So anyway, great, let's do it. So we got Uncharted 3. We got a sealed copy of Metal Gear Solid 4. So that's where a lot of the money is going to come back, is on these sealed games, because there's more than one. We got Uncharted, Helldivers. So this has PS4, PS3, and Vita edition. All the expansions and DLC pack. I have Helldivers digital, but I think I have to hold on to this because I don't have the DLC. So let's even start a pile of the games I'm going to keep. So this one's the maybe. Witcher Wild Hunt 3. I bought the complete edition digitally. I already have the regular version, but there's 2 trophy lists, so I might have to... I have to find out if this is the complete edition for the physical and if the digital has its own. So I have to just like take a look at my games and like find out like which copy of Witcher 3 am I keeping, you know? So I'm going to put this here for now, but that'll go for about 10 to 12, I think, right now. Call of Duty Ghosts. I actually have a PS3 copy with a digital version of the PS4 when they did that upgrade program, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. Probably not, but that'll go for about 10. Uncharted 4, I already got it. Modern Warfare 3, Sleeping Dogs, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Killzone 2, sealed copy of Tomb Raider, Tekken 6. I actually think I was going to keep that. Not that I really play fighting games that much, but anyway, Dishonored, GoldenEye Reloaded, which I don't have, Assassin's Creed Revelations, another sealed game, Beyond Two Souls. I have this on PS4. I don't know if I have a copy on PS3. I keep thinking I do, but I don't know where it is. So, that might get opened, but for now it's for sale. The Division, that'll go in the keep. Doom, that's going in the keep. Bioshock Infinite, Saints Row 4, a sealed copy of Arkham Origins, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I had to double check that I don't have this. I actually bought and sold a copy of this before, but I looked at my games and I don't have it, so it was kind of weird that I didn't keep it before. I didn't really care for the last one. I didn't really play it that much though, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. Sealed copy of Dark Souls 2. I already have that. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I already have that. Sealed copy of Dishonored 2. It's amazing how many sealed copies are in here. It's kind of weird that you buy this many games and not play them, especially new. Like, I understand what I do where I buy so many at yard sales and I buy them for nothing, but buying them new is kind of crazy. So, Far Cry 4, Force Unleashed 2. I actually have this, but it's disc only, so I'm upgrading. because it's in like a PS2 case as well. Call of Duty Black Ops, Assassin's Creed 3, is that sealed? No, it's not sealed. NHL 10, Madden 10 sealed. I'm not really sure how much I'm going to get for that, but it's funny to see. God of War collection. I actually feel like this came from somebody else, but no, it didn't. Somebody showed me a copy earlier. Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Uncharted 2, which I might keep because it has the DLC. I actually platinumed this and didn't think about the DLC at all because I think it's all multiplayer. So if the servers are still up, that's a maybe. Let's see. Technically, Witcher might be in this pile, so let's see how many games I got out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 2 maybes. Alright, so it wasn't 10, but overall pretty good. Like I said, I also got Black Ops 2, I also got Diablo 3, and I think Need for Speed. I want to say Rivals. And there might have even been 1 or 2 other games in there that I don't really remember, that I just like shipped out pretty much like hours after I listed them. But yeah, that's it. That video went a lot longer than I thought it would, probably because all these games. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, share. It's been raining a lot, so hopefully that stops. I went out Sunday, went to 4 yard sales, and that was it, and didn't get anything. This weekend looks like it's gonna rain. I'm not even going to the thrift stores today. Didn't go yesterday. I might go tomorrow, and I definitely will go Thursday, but in general, not been able to get out as much, but still, this weekend and last weekend was very good for yard sales. Oh yeah, I also got a PS3 for free from a lady. That sold for like $110. I sold a controller that came with that for $35. I can't remember if I got anything else major, but that was definitely great. So anyway, now I'm done rambling. So yeah, if you like the video, please like, please subscribe, and I will hopefully be back next week with another video. So goodbye.